Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Buppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. Still going through the WCS Grand Finals round of 16 at the moment. And it is going to be Mr. Zest down the bottom right side of the map. 22 years of age. From South Korea. Plays for the KT Rolster team. And his opponent up the top left side of the map, it is Mr. Life. He is 18 years of age from South Korea. Plays for the Startail team, and there's a new image of him up on Wikipedia. He's like hugging this massive trophy. Don't know where that trophy came from, but yeah, very awesome stuff here. So it's gonna be an interesting game to see. So let's start checking out the game. So anyway, let's go back to the tournament page. So this is the sixth set of the the sixth set of series in the round of 16. So after this, we've got Sue and Tasia, and then Hyun and Innovation, and that's it. That's all the players in the tournament, and from then on, we just go up through the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, and so on and so forth. So whoever wins this battle will be playing against San in the quarterfinals, because San beat Jakji in our previous game that we cast last night, which was very awesome stuff. So let's start checking out the playstyles here. We've got a fast third base. I believe that was it was fast 2 base and then a spawning pool. So I do believe that's the order. Yes, and it does look like we had a Nexus after Gateway, but a Nexus before Cybercore play there. And now he's going to follow it up with a Stargate build off this double gas here, and should be going for an Oracle of some sort, I do believe, against the Zerg. Maybe something like Phoenix play, but I haven't really seen any Phoenix play recently from any players. Not since I switched to the Season 3. In Season 2, it was sort of people were doing that, not so much in Season 3. And, of course, in the Grand Finals, I haven't cast all that many games, but no, there we go. We are seeing some Phoenix coming out from Mr. Zest. He's obviously got a bit of a zest for Phoenix in this game, and we'll see how it works out for him. I believe this particular game is actually, well, I believe it's the very first game in the entire series for these players. So, oh man, these Lings really having a bit of a go there. Did they see the Phoenix? Yeah, well, he's got an Overlord here, so the Overlord has seen the Phoenix. And that is pretty awesome. So Life, right now that he's seen Phoenix, he's absolutely going for a crap load of workers. I guess as long as he gets Spore Crawlers up to defend him, he should be okay, but he really needs to get that. No. Ah, I thought you needed an Evo Chamber for the Spores, but apparently that is not the case. Bang, he's moving out with a bunch of Lings. It looks like we've got an almost full wall off here with just a Zealot there. So Life thinking, yes, Phoenix are on the way. All I need is a couple of Spore Crawlers, and then I can just go mass ground and just completely own this guy with like Lings or something like that. He's going for Roaches, he's going for Ling Speed, he's going for a ton of workers. He's looking pretty good at the moment, and all he needs to do is counter the Phoenix. And that's it. He's not quite going to be able to counter the ones at the edge of the gas. I've seen a lot of players do like 2 gas geysers, 2 spores, sorry, 1 at each side, which does sort of knock away that sort of play, but yeah, they're going back. Just gonna farm these gas geyser for workers. Why the hell not? The Queen's having a bit of a go at them, but of course they can't pick up the Queen without being in range of the Spore Crawler, which is underneath these Overlords. A bit hard to see, but there it is. So here we go. A couple more going there. Actually did get in range of that Spore, so the Spore's a little bit closer to the right hand gas geyser than it is to the left hand side in that case. Evo Chamber coming up. There we go. Manages to snipe the worker. Very nice. And so far these guys have been doing a pretty good job. 8 workers dead, and they've taken a bit of damage, but not all that much. Oh, come on, pay attention. Look at all these workers being moved across. Don't tell me he's run out of energy for Graviton Beam, man. That's harsh. That is why he's not picking these guys up. Come on, go, Graviton Beam. Alright, he can go for an Overlord. That's free, that's easy. Down goes the Overlord. He's got to have energy right now. There he goes. 1 being picked up. He's starting to take some serious damage on his Phoenix, but he is still killing stuff. And that is going to be annoying because of life. Of course, he's building a ton of Overlords, and he'd love to, yeah, just have a bit of a gap in terms of what he can build, but he's not having that much of a gap. Ooh, actually had some Lings in here. These guys killed a few workers. Let's have a look at this. 2 kill workers, 1 kill for that. You become a Predator after only 1 kill? That's crazy. So, yeah, I think maybe they're Predators just from the start. Let's have a look at the Lings. I'm clicking. Yes, this guy's a Predator. He's got 0 kills. But those guys, man, very, very nice job. Considering it's just like 2 Lings, they managed to kill like 6 workers. That is impressive. Oh, the Phoenix coming up sees a bunch of Corruptors. That is not going to be some good news. But he has... No, he hasn't. I was about to say he's put a dent in the worker numbers. He really, really hasn't. He's killed 14 so far, and life is still a ton ahead of him. And now he's getting roaches as well. So we're not going to be seeing Ling Hydra Corruptor, but we are going to be seeing Corruptors, and we're going to be seeing roaches and Lings, and maybe Hydras later on. There's a Void Ray coming out, but 1 Void Ray versus all of these Corruptors, not the best of ideas. Here we go, got a bunch of Stalkers, and the Corruptors fly straight into them. And the Corruptors can't really do much at this point in the game. Oh, the Void Ray taking on the entire army by itself. Not a great idea. And I think Zest has enough to kill the roaches on the ground by himself. So he doesn't really have to bring in the Phoenix to help, which is good because the Corruptors would own the Phoenix. So yeah, a massive, massive ground army being produced by Life though, with that incredible macro of his. Zest still trying to get the macro up. He's got the 3rd base down. He's mining a crap ton of stuff. Needs to start getting some good stuff out. Colossi, maybe not the best idea though, but he's already got it, so he just has to use it. An Immortal coming out, that is going to be sensational. But is it going to be in time? He's got 1 Immortal out, but it's right at the front, getting owned by Lings. That's not a good idea. The Force Field's doing a great job. There's the 2nd Immortal coming out. He's going around, might try and have a crack at the base. It's not a great idea because, of course, Protoss are generally favored in tight spaces, and this is a very, very tight space right here. So Lings attacking there, they get owned by the cannon, they get owned by this gap, and that's just bad news for everybody involved. What the hell? Oh, this is just Phoenix, man. I thought he was building a building there or something. It's just Phoenix. The Corruptors going around, going after the Colossi, and that Colossi is not going to last very long. But the Roaches doing a sensational job of keeping them pinned down. 1 Force taking out these guys. Oh, look at the Immortal getting owned by Lings. That is not what you want to happen. They've taken out most... No, they haven't taken out the top Force. The top Force running into the main base. No Zealot to hold him off, or the Zealot wasn't on hold position. These guys going downhill, just having a crack at workers here. Life is absolutely manhandling Zest at the moment. And these workers running from the expansion are going to run straight back into the 3rd base, where there are another bunch of units over here. Ouch. I think he's taking care of all of those. Yeah, sort of. There's still forces down here. They do take out the Nexus, and Zest is suddenly in a horrific position in this game. He's lost a crap ton of workers. He's down 45 under 71. He's lost his 3rd base. Gateway's unpowered. All sorts of crazy stuff going on. And his 1 Colossus has been destroyed, which we expected at this point. But damn. In the meantime, Life is just looking so good at the moment. He's getting Mutas out. He's getting more Lings. He's getting upgrades left, right, and center. These guys do have 2 weapons, which is nice. But... oh, man. Zest not looking good in this game. Not looking good at all. So we'll just have to check it out and see what happens here. See exactly what happens. The Corruptors and the Mutas. So it looks like Life is going for a air combo force here with the Mutas and the Corruptors. Really, really great. He gets to take out the ground forces and any Phoenix that try and stop the Mutas. And he just needs to get those Mutas numbers really, really high, and then he should just be able to overwhelm everything. And that's exactly what he's doing, getting those Muta numbers high. Moving in, the Corruptor's doing a great job. There are quite a lot of Stalkers though, and the Stalkers can do quite a lot of damage to the Mutas. It's going to be down to the Lings, I think, quite a bit to take out those Stalkers. The Lings not doing the best of a job here, and the Mutas starting to take some serious damage here from the Stalkers. They haven't been used too much, but there's already 14, 15, 16 Mutalisks dead in this battle. So I can say that Life is not going to be happy with this little turn of events here. I thought maybe he was a little bit stronger than he thought he was, but the mutas turned out not to be a great idea. I still think that Life is definitely in the lead though, in terms of this battle, in terms of army, in terms of all that sort of stuff, but maybe mutas are not the key to victory. I think he just needed a bigger block of mutas, bigger group, but he's given it up for now. I think he's just going to go macro out a ton of roaches and just try and finish the game off with those units. So we'll see what can happen here. He's still got a ton of air units, but it's a ton of roaches coming out now, which is going to be the scary part. He does have level 2 weapons with no armor, so he's sort of borrowing from the Protoss in terms of that sort of play, and it's going nuts. It looks like the Protoss is losing really fast, but he's just blinking units back, so he's not actually losing that many, but he's starting to lose them now. The roach is really getting in there, really getting stuck into the force. And that is it. Game done, and Life takes the victory. And Life ended up going all the way to the ace match against Zest in that series, and finally did beat him 3-2. And that means that Life and San will be having a crack at each other in the quarterfinals, which will be coming up, I don't know, next week sometime. But for now, it is going to be Sue versus Taja coming up, the 7th series in our round of 16. Looking forward to it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with that game. Stay tuned.